Well, hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to Life of Wonders. This is Polo, and I love making videos of dolls, toys, and Disney collectibles. And so, always, if you like this kind of content and you feel like supporting the channel, then you already know what to do. So today I have a very special video here that I've been postponing for such a very long time, and it's a knock of Barbie the movie dolls and outfits that I actually got thanks to a friend of mine who I believe ordered these again a very long time ago, but they must be still available through Shein, probably Temu as well. Not 100% sure, but it's gotta be one of those apps. And my friend Pandora Box from Quirky Crafts and Collectibles actually made a video about these a long time ago, and I remember watching it, and I already had these outfits, and I was like, oh right, I really have to make this video. I really enjoyed her video, and so I encourage all of you to go and you watch it. Her channel is Quirky Crafts and Collectibles, and she's just awesome. Like, and she's one of the reasons I'm here. Like, I'm having this channel in YouTube. I think I first discovered her when I was watching the Barbie Princess Adventures review, and I just fell in love. And then she's just like one of the most amazing people that I know here in YouTube. So again, you have to go check out her channel. And yeah, so today we're going to be, I don't know, making a review out of this. Like, I will take the dolls out and I will have a close look at the different outfits, and I will compare it with the other dolls that I have, like the official dolls that I have from Mattel of this movie. And so it's gonna be a lot of fun. So basically I have 4 dolls in total, and these outfits that were sold separately, and that I believe you can find again through Shein or Temu, and probably they're about, I would say, 3 to 4 euros each, I think. Although with these apps you can always save on points and things like that, and maybe they have like massive reductions. I don't know. But here I have 6 different outfits and different versions actually, because the gingham dress, I have it here in the deluxe sort of like outfit, and then I have the doll, which I think will have a much more basic take of it. And then I also have this repeat, but I think it's again a different take of the same outfit. And this one is another version of the denim 2 pieces for Ken. So we are going to check that out. So the first thing that we notice here is the boxes. The boxes, I have to say, the boxes are the best part of it. I think they've made a really great job here replicating the original boxes from these dolls, and it's just basically that. I mean, it's really a whole replica of that, although the box is so much thinner. And I love that instead of Mattel we can read Charm here, and they've just done it super super well. It's crazy. So the box thinner, but I mean, I don't know, yeah, maybe the acetate plastic is not as good quality, but the cardboard isn't like the worst, and as you can see, it's not even like that damage coming, you know, from that far away, and probably in poor condition, as most of these dolls and accessories are sent out in bags, but still, I mean, they survived. And so we have the B logo right there, the Barbie the movie logo. They didn't even attempted to change that at all. And so yeah, and then on the sides, I believe this is like the same exact side of the boxes. I mean, they're really loose here, so they're only like secured with that little thing around the waist, so it kind of I mean, you can see But another thing I very much like about these boxes is the artwork, or like poster like print, put on the back of the boxes, because we have this really cool poster from the film. This is like a sticker that has been stuck over, and then I think greetings from Barbie land, wishing you the best day ever. um okay, so they've tried. I don't really know what they are just trying to say right here, but it's basically just like a really close attempt to replicate what was in the back of the boxes, although I have to say that I prefer these print so much better than the dream house that was like over all of the different packages, from not all of them, but the ones that didn't have Margot had that. And this artwork, or this print, you can cut it out, and it's like a nice thick cardboard material, so you can use it as a poster, and that it's pretty cool. So anyway, and they come with these surf boards. One of them is like yellow and white, and the other one is like blue and white. So I will be removing the dolls out of their boxes, and then we'll explore it all together. Okay, so as always, I needed to point out the inner part of the packaging, which is so great. I mean, the packaging is the best part of these releases, really. And for once, I have to say that I prefer this one over the original one. First of all, the packaging is wider, so you can actually display two dolls if you wanted to in this like really nice frame. It's just that you'll get the charm as opposed to Mattel, but other than that, pretty cool, you know, frame. And then the inner part of the packaging is this really cool graphic of the dream house that is just so much better as well to display your dolls as a piece of background, because it's wider and it's bigger than the original one. So I'm really impressed by it, although now right after this you'll see that I'm completely horrified by what I found when I took the doll. So let's get into it. Okay, so here we are, and wow, I don't even know where to start, since I was left pretty speechless after I took the dolls out of their boxes, and I also took the outfits out of the little bags. And I have to say, I have mixed feelings here, because there are things I quite like and things I completely hate about these pieces. So let's put myself together and let's start from the beginning. But before I do so, I want to give you a disclosure, because there might be things that could be disturbing to you. I mean, they were to me, so if you don't want to be disturbed, you've been warned. Now, the first thing that I noticed is that they decided to include this cool looking wicker hat that is really nicely constructed. So this was such a big surprise, and it was part of this set, although I didn't know it was coming with it, mainly because it came loose in the box. But I was very happy to find out that they included this, as opposed to a solid piece of plastic, even though the blue doesn't even match the vibe, but it's a nice piece. Now, the second thing I noticed is something that got me completely horrified, and is these really sick proportions they decided to give the female character for whatever reason. Like, these are the proportions I'm talking about. Like, what the heck were they thinking? Like, my goodness, these aren't even funny. I mean, this is like so crazy, and I was just so shocked to find this as part of the doll, especially because the rest of it seems to be, like a replica of Barbie in a way. I mean, she's giving fashion fever vibes, and probably that's the sculpt they were using for this replica. And the screening of the face and all that is pretty cool. I mean, there's no wonky eye, no wonky makeup. I mean, that's pretty cool. But then why? I mean, why? Anyway, aside from that, I also found out that the hair isn't as bad quality as I was expecting. I was expecting the worst polypropylene, and in fact it's quite soft. It's probably the softest polypropylene I've ever experienced in a doll, if that makes sense. Then you turn her around and you find that she's completely bald, and not only that, but the routine is quite uneven. It's not as partly rooted as that one, as we're going to just check in a minute, and she has a bit more of hair than that one over there, but yeah, that's to be expected, I guess. Now I'll show you before I continue the other one, because okay, so this one comes with like 2 layers of routine maybe around the head, and this one came with just the 1 layer, and my goodness, this is so crazy. And are you ready for this? This is going to give me nightmares too. Like, there are certain things here that are really troubled and really sick about the execution of these dolls, and so you really don't want to find out the back of this head in the middle of the night. Right. So anyway, this is the very high pony with the 1 layer of routine. Anyway, they tried. Then another thing I found out is that for whatever reason, Barbie is now Dorothy, because they decided to give her these red shoes, which I think that might be a replica of a 90s high heels from Barbie, maybe, not sure. But both of them come with these red shoes, even though they don't even match neither of the outfits. Then moving on, talking about the sculpts, I have to say that for Ken, or well, Ken, they copied the one of the recent fashionistas' heads. The painting is okay, even though, I mean, these dolls come dirty as well. Can you see the dirt there? And where is it? Like, this one came dirty too. So anyway, other than that, the screen is cool. It isn't wonky. I mean, it's okay, I guess. And the bleach level for the hair, it's pretty okay as well. So it's something like we can associate it with the Ken that was portrayed by Ryan Gosling in the movie. Now, when it comes to this sculpt, I don't know which sculpt is this one. I don't think it's Ken. But they use like a solid piece of plastic for, well, not quite solid. I mean, the arms are movable, but the legs aren't, and this is so crazy. Like, I tried and I almost broke the doll, because okay, so I'll try to take the trousers off. So basically it seems like there's gonna be like some sort of like articulation, but as you can see, there is not. So this is just like a standing position that my gosh, that was my puppy. So sorry about that. Anyway, this is also very crazy. It's like he's stuck in this position, which is quite disturbing to look at. Other than that, he can move the arms up and down, and then move the head side to side, because even though they replicated this head from a recent fashionista or a recent Ken, they've given like the old-fashioned side-to-side joint, which is the same case for Barbie. She cannot move up and down, but only like side to side, like so. So we've discussed the sculpts, and now let's talk about, well, the rest of accessories, I guess. They both included this surfboard, which is pretty cool, and it's actually about the same quality that, you know, the original Ken came with. It's just a solid piece of plastic sculpted. I actually have to say that this is slightly better, as I like the painting. It's just given Venice Beach, which the original one, it just came in a plain blue color. Okay, aside from that, the shoes, I don't think these will fit a standard Barbie, because again, like the feet are different, really strange looking. So these are meant to be stuck for this doll. And then the shoes for the guys are even worse. Like, I mean, they really look like slippers, in my opinion. Like, yeah. Anyway, but they're supposed to resemble sneakers, trainers in black for, again, whatever reason. They could have just chosen the white, which is what they use for the outfit pieces, but they decided to go for red and black. So that's weird. Now, when it comes to the quality of these outfits, these are the worst, and there's just a substantial difference between these ones over here and these ones over here. So if you were to find these outfits on their own, I would say go for them, as opposed to just having the dolls, even though you get the doll and the surfboard or whatever. But the quality of these is just like so much lower. Like, the worst is probably these two pieces, which is like this super plasticky material that you can just judge by the sound of it. I think that the pattern is very close to the original one, but again, you get a really cheap version. Now for the dresses, for the skirts, they've used like a better plastic, but it's still like plastic. And then this dress has like, I mean, it's a combination of two materials, so the plastic and the stretchy. This is soft material, and to my surprise, this is very soft as well, which it doesn't look like it, right? It does look like plastic, but it's very soft to the touch, and I think it might resemble, it's a very cheap take, but still, it has the resemblance of that outfit from Barbie the movie. Now this comes with a combination of these two fabrics, and the way it's been constructed is like that, so not the best. And I guess you have to take the head off, and it's gonna be difficult to remove this, especially because it doesn't even have Velcro on the back. So yeah, and then the jacket is this very soft material as well. The print is the same, it's just that they use those two fabrics. Then the Gigan dress has a nice, well, I mean, has a shape, and is made out of that material with clear straps. And this is the other outfit, so that's all I have to say about these four dolls. Now moving on, I want to compare these outfits that have been done in a different manner for the solo outfits. And so from there I will just state the review, and then I will compare these ones with the Barbie the movie dolls, because I don't think it would be fair to compare these ones with the official Mattel dolls, because this is like a whole new level. Now when it comes to the Gigan outfit, this is so much nicer, so much nicer than this one. I mean, it might look, I think that the pattern used is the same, the printed pattern, but this is a soft material. It has a nice volume. The pleats aren't there, but it isn't as bad. Then it has the back hole. It's just the one single piece, but then it also has lace for like the straps. I don't know, it looks and it feels so much better than this one over here. And then this one came with this pair of shoes, which are a replica of Barbie's shoes, and this bracelet, which is neon for some reason. And and then we also got this hat that again is nicely constructed, not quite the one in the movie, but I don't think it's that far apart. And what else, okay, and it came with this really cheap bag that, as you can see, it's like hollow, and I wouldn't, can this, no, I don't think it would open. I mean, it kind of looks like it has a hinge, but then if you open it, it does open. Okay, so I mean it looks really cheap, but at least it opens, so yeah, you get that. Okay, now the next outfit is the Return to Barbie Land outfit. Now this is so much better than this one over here, even though again the pattern, the graphic is the same, but then the construction of it, this is a thicker material than this one. Is probably the thickest for the girls, and it's, yeah, it's nicely constructed with the bow made out of fabric. It has velcro on the back, and then it came with the well, the jacket is mainly the same. It has a different color because there's a different color in the pattern, but it's just the same cut as this one, and the very same material. So this is a thicker material than this one, and I think that this has more of a texture print than that one over there. So again, it's more luxurious, if you will, and I think this would be a nice replacement. I mean, the outfits are a good replacement if you didn't get these dolls. I mean, the Mattel version. Now the next outfit, now that I have them here, is gonna be the denim two-piece for Ken, and this time around we got these take, which is again so much better in terms of the print. It's all printed and all, but yeah, it looks much better. Yeah, it does look better than the previous one. The feeling, this is softer than this one, but I would say this is a better material, and you could get away with this, I guess, if you don't want to pay the signature edition of the Mattel version. Now the next outfit that I will be all right, so I forgot to talk about the Return to Barbie Land came with these heels and this bag, this hollow. The other bag was just much better, and I can't remember right now, but I guess that one of them came with this pair of like earrings, chromatic silver, which is surprising. And then moving on, now we've, you know, compared the different takes of these very same outfits, and now we're going to see the cowgirl western three pieces outfit, which is okay for what it is, I think. I mean, the print on the material is okay. It is so much cheaper than the original, but still, like, if you don't want to get like the signature version of it, this could look okay, and we're going to be trying this out on actual Mattel dolls, so I don't know, the print is okay. And as opposed to boots, it came with this silver, I think, yeah, this silver heels and this silver bracelet, and I guess these earrings. Then the next one in line, and I think it's my favorite, even though the Gigan and the Return to Barbie Land was pretty cool, this one is the best. So instead of a jumpsuit, we're getting pants and the top, and it would actually fit as a jumpsuit, but I would say the construction of it is exactly the same in terms of material, design. It's very close to the original. I mean, not that the original has to be complex, that's, you know, another reason you might not want to get that full price, but yeah, I mean, it really feels very, very close. We're going to be comparing this with the actual one, and I like that it comes in two pieces so you can mix and match. I don't know, I like this one a lot, and it came with these funky looking glam style high heels, and yeah, so that was coming with that. I don't know if that was like an extra one. And then another win is the tracksuit for Ken that they achieved with this printed two pieces, which is made out of like the best material they've used so far for Ken, which is exactly the same material that they use for most of the fashionista dolls. And probably the same material that the original one came with. So we have the pants. Instead of like, I think the original one was a jumpsuit. Like I can't remember right now. I will go grab my doll, but I think it was connected, and this is like a two-piece. And it's okay. I mean, I like it, and I love the cut, and I think this is a nice, especially because I think this was like Mattel Creations exclusive. So I think this is a nice alternative, and I can't remember which one. Probably this one came with the trainers in white, which is so much better than these shoes. And then the other one came with this version of like nautical shoes, I guess, in white, which aren't that bad. So I have to say that these outfits are better than those ones, and I wanted to make that clear. And now I will be comparing these ones with the original ones. Here we have the cheapest version of this outfit. Again, it's the cheapest, is the most basic one, but the fit isn't as bad. The pattern, it's virtually the same. It's just that the fabric, it's this plasticky material, although the fit might be better than the next one we're going to be trying. But you know, just the very cheap version. The cut, the length, it's very similar, and basically this one didn't come with anything else other than the red shoes, so this is what you were getting. But as a piece of background, it could pass as well, in my opinion. And now let's have a look at the better version of this outfit. Here we have the second take of this outfit, and I don't think it's that bad, if I'm honest. In fact, the fabric that they used here is so much softer and thicker than this one over here, although the pleats and the fit feels better. Just, you know, from an overview general perspective, I don't think it looks that bad. This one included the shoes, the bag that is not present in the movie or here, and that bracelet. So the jewelry isn't there, but we got again, we got the bag, and we got that hat that was supposed to come with that fashion pack, but it goes pretty well with this outfit, so I don't know. This is what you get. Again, a much cheaper option, even though this is one of the most popular releases, so I don't think it would be very hard for you to get it. But if you want to get like a 3 to 4 euros replica, again, in my opinion, I do not think it's that bad. And now let's move to the next outfit. Next we have this couple, and I have to say that if I didn't have them both, the differences between them would be less noticeable. In fact, if I just take this one away, it almost feels like the colors match with the idea that we have of this outfit. It's just that when I put them together, well, the differences are like clear. But taking into account that this is like a signature level that cost, well, the retail in the US, I believe, was like $50 US, but then in Europe it ended up being around 75 euros, and this is just like a €3 set. So in comparison, I think that if you didn't want to invest as much on this look, this could easily get away with it in a way. Again, as I said, not taking into account that you know, can see the differences having them both, but if you only have this one in your collection, it isn't as bad, and you can actually customize a few things to make it better. Now, the main difference that we can see is the color of the outfit. This one is much more like a hotter pink or a magenta color, and this is more of like a reddish pink. Other than that, I think that the cut, like, obviously this is so much more basic and simple and plain, but just, you know, from like an view perspective, I don't think is as bad. Both of them have printed details such as the stars or like the little lace that's just happening right there. I would say like the cut, like the lower cut for the trousers is very similar. The shape also very similar, even like the shape for the vest, which has all printed details, but in here we also like having printed details. It's just that it's obviously
a much intricate version, although, you know, not excessively, I would say, I don't know, in my opinion. And then we have the scarf, which is bigger than this one over here, but you can actually cut it and make it smaller, although I like the way it sits, like so, probably hiding away the printed details on the vest. The vest opens in the back as opposed to this one that opens like properly from the front. But other than that, again, what I was saying, um, I don't think it's a bad idea if you don't want to spend as much money on this doll, and only like about €3 on this one over here. She came with those earrings which aren't the same, but I guess you get a bling bling a moment here because both of them are chromatic silver. Obviously this one didn't come with the Western style hat, but I guess you can actually get one of these for a very cheap price as well. Now this is a classic Playline Millie, but I think it looks kind of similar in a way with the smile and all, and the color of the hair is just like the same. So if you were to have like a very basic Millie, I don't know. I don't think it's as bad. Now, the only other thing that was not included, well, the second thing that wasn't included are these boots, which are superb. And instead, we're getting these high heels. But you can customize cowgirl, cowboy boots to your liking, which once again, I don't think it would be as hard to get. And just in general, this is like the comparison. It isn't the best, but it could get away with it in my opinion. So let's move to the next ensemble.
Here we have the three different versions of the Return to Barbie Land outfit, and I have to say I was incredibly surprised by the quality of this one right here, that I would totally recommend if you don't want to spend like the full price of this signature version, because the material used is so much thicker and softer than this one here, that is just incredibly thin. And as much as I like it, again, if I have the option of spending like €3 to €4 and then the full price of this signature version, I don't know, I think this could too. Now this one is a total joke, so I don't know, I wouldn't recommend it as much. I don't quite understand the shoes. It came with this hat, which is pretty. It is not like the size for Barbie though, I noticed, but for a Lika-chan, for example, it could work. Um, and even though the details are like different, when it comes like to the bow here that is coming from the jacket, and in both dresses it's just applied to the dress, just in general this one is pretty cool. I like it. In fact, the colors are even more vibrant, which like yeah, I'm incredibly nicely surprised by it. The only thing is that this jacket has the texture and this one has the texture but it's printed. This one doesn't even have it, I think. But yeah, here you have the three different options. For €3 to €4, I would definitely pick that one if I couldn't have the chance to, you know, to own this doll, if I'm honest. So yeah, and now let's explore the next outfit. So I thought I would also share the comparison between the super cheap versions for Barbie and Ken, and this is the super cheap version for the denim outfit that came with a knockoff candle, just for you to see that there are differences between the one that comes with the doll and the one that comes on its own. But to be honest, from an overview perspective, it isn't as bad. Once again, taking into account that this is a 75 plus US dollars or a 75 plus can, especially right now that's sold out, is going to be difficult to get this one for a lower price. And so if you don't want to invest as much, and you can use like a standard fashionista to display this denim outfit, mixed up with the rest of the collection, it wouldn't look as bad in my opinion. Even though this is like the super cheap version, the denim appearance is there, the
printed details aren't that bad. Obviously, I mean, this is so much better. This is actual denim material. In my opinion, it's a bit too thick, and the construction of it is quite complex. But it's very expensive. I mean, the only one other thing that was not included is like the Andes, but you can create that very easily if you wanted to. And this one comes with these Converse-like, very plain trainers that can be found for every other fashionista. So you can use that on, your fashionista can. And yeah, for a couple of euros or €3, I don't think it's that bad, to be honest, from, a side glance. When you're looking at your collection, this is the back of it. And now we're going to be comparing the better version of this outfit too. Here we have the second take on this outfit, and as I was guessing, this is so much better than the previous one, and the previous one wasn't as bad taking into account the very low price, but this one has a much better printed details on the denim outfit, and so it looks so good. Now if you didn't have this though, I think that on its own it would look even better. I tried the shoes that were included, but for this though, I mean, the feet have not the shape that could actually accommodate these ones, but I think that this is the shape that could accommodate actual can feet. So anyway, so yeah, comparing it with this one, the printed on this one is so much better. The colors are like all different. This is like the lighter pale sort of like denim, this is like the in-between, and this is the darkest. But from a glance, again, it looks okay, especially if you were to use like just a simple fashionista can. And I would say this is like for people that wouldn't want to spend as much money. For 3-4 euros, my goodness, I would go for it. If, like, seriously, I definitely would. So the printed details, the washed, the different shades, the pockets even on the back aren't that bad at all, in my opinion. So anyway, here you can appreciate the differences, and now we're going to move to the next outfit. Here we have the super low cost version of this two pieces outfit for Ken. This is the worst in terms of quality, though I don't know, they've tried, and from afar maybe it could do. So the colors are very similar now that I see them side to side. The construction is completely different and all, but it's just like an attempt. So we have the two pieces. In this one, everything is printed, and the material is like this plasticky material, but the cut is similar in a way. And if you were to use like a fashionista can with white trainers, I don't know, maybe from afar it could do. That's just like for you to decide, but I thought I would share it with you. This is how they look. So yeah, now let's continue with more outfits. Here we have the take of the tracksuit Ken, and I have to say that this might be the best in terms of quality for all the different Ken outfits that have been replicated. And in fact, this might also be the most interesting, because all of these dolls that came with this outfit were Mattel Creations exclusive and harder to get, I guess. So this is a really nice alternative. The material here is so much better, but I don't think it looks so different. Again, taking into account the difference in price. Obviously, this is like a jumpsuit, which was something I didn't quite like, because this is supposed to be like at least a two pieces, and I was a little bit fed up when I found out that it's just the one single piece. This is two pieces, The material is the best from the knockoff outfits, but it's a bit see-through when compared to this one. The zipper is printed as opposed of an actual shipper, and the material here is also different, but I think it's a really nice replica, especially if you didn't get the chance to get neither the antagonist or the Ken version, which both of them were Mattel Creations exclusive. So yeah, I actually recommend this one, probably the most. If you were to find it somewhere, it could actually add to your collection for a fraction of the price. So I very much hope you've enjoyed this review. It's been fun, it's been super cool to share it with all of you, and if you've enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I will be super interested to know what you think about these different takes, and I will get back to all of you. For now, stay safe, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.